What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So I've got iOS 18 on the iPhone 13 mini, but I also got iOS 18 on the iPhone SE as well as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which is actually should be the first video that's coming out. So if you're watching this specific video, that iOS 18 video on the 15 Pro Max should be out by then, as well as iPad OS 18 on the iPad mini 6, which is going to come out probably after this. But let's talk about iOS 18. Many of the new things that we're getting with it, I'm not going to dive into every single feature, but the ones that do stand out the most. And the reason why I make these individual videos is so we can kind of see what the next iteration of iOS looks like on each individual device. As you can see right here, it's just a little bit different. Why? Because of the form factor, first of all, and the sizes. It's going to look different on the 15 Pro Max that has a dynamic island. This one has the notch. This one is just the older Apple designs. So that's kind of the reason why I show it on each individual device. And if you have one of these, you know exactly what you're getting into. Let's talk about the movable iOS icons. Just everything about the icons right here. And we're gonna go ahead and hold. So after years of asking for this, Apple finally adds movable iOS icons to the home screen. So while apps and folders will still adhere to the underlying grid, you will be able to put them anywhere you wish so that you have a deeper customization option. So let's go ahead and move YouTube down here. Like I want to have YouTube down here and I want to have my settings down here. So as you can see, I moved those two down there, but it automatically moved YouTube Studio up there. So let's say I want to have YouTube Studio right here. There you go. So I have that to go. Not only that, icons will automatically get tinted with a darker background if you enable dark mode on your device. So let's go ahead and change that. So first of all, I'll show you. You're going to go to this customize right here. So let's do light. So this is a normal. Then you have this larger feature. So it enlarges the icons as well as widgets, but also gets rid of the names on each individual app icon. Then let's go back to small. We can do automatic right now. As you can see, it's switched to dark and it gives this really cool vibe. Like I wish this was in iterations before, but it's not. Then I can switch to just automatic dark mode, but you can see it only does it for certain apps like YouTube Studio. YouTube is not kind of darkified, neither is the App Store for some odd reason. Or you can do tinted, which just tints it gives every single app icon a color. So those app icon packs, I don't know what's gonna happen with those, but you can make it really like saturated. You can pull out the saturation, you can change the color if you want, but I wanna leave it kind of coinciding with the background. So let's go ahead, change it just like that. Want to make it a little bit more, there we go. Just like that. So that is really cool. So I'm really excited to see how everyone is going to customize their iPhone. And we were limited to a certain point, but now I think we're more free than ever to customize however we want. Next up is the redesigned control center. And this kind of takes a page out of Vision OS as far as like the appearance goes. Now the primary screen, it shows you the general controls. A swipe down will show you your media controls, and it features a large album art and controls as well as AirPlay controls. And then if you go to another swipe down, you're getting your connectivity controls, and each toggle can be customized in terms of size and position. Similar to widgets, but the toggles are a bit hard to kind of move around as the follow the now old iOS icon placement of the no free spaces type of thing. So there is that, but this entire redesigned control center is really nice, and I like how they categorized each thing from just the general to the music toggles or controls, and then to the like connectivity controls. So that's also really nice. Next up is going to be the lock screen. So right here we have the lock screen shortcuts. We've got just the original flash and the camera. So like I don't want to use the flash, I want to change it. So let's go to customize, lock screen, and we're gonna do just probably calculator. So let's go ahead, let's hit done, and there we go. So I'm gonna hold on that, and it opens up the calculator, and the calculator looks just a tad bit different. I feel like the fonts are just like a tad bit different. So there is that. Next up is hidden apps. So let's say like I want to, I don't know, hide H&M, the H&M app. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, actually I don't have my Face ID on my iPhone 13 mini, but here's the thing. Once you hit it, it'll say hide app, and you can either require Face ID to just open the app, or you can hide the app completely so it hides it, and then when you want to open it, it requires Face ID. And if you go down here, then there's a hidden folder right here. You can see it. Use Face ID to unlock. It unlocks, and then you can go into the app. Whereas if you just require Face ID, then it will go into Face ID. There also is this passwords app right here that does collect all of your passwords that you saved on like your Safari and whatnot. If you want to store your passwords in one app, you have this. I know people that just forget their passwords. I'm like, hey, why don't you just save it to somewhere where you know you have your password, instead of like trying to remember all of it. You know you're not going to, just kind of save it. Some may not like this app, some may do. I personally see it as a little bit useful, especially for those who keep forgetting. So if you forget your passwords, this app will help, this passwords app right here. Another new thing is messages. So let's go to the messages right here. And I already have one from my previous iPhone video. I have a text or a send later text set up, but I'm gonna go ahead and click plus, send later. This is a send later text from iOS 18's new feature. And I'm gonna also have this set up for Wednesday at 9 a.m., but you can change it. And I think you can only go within like that year. I'm thinking. Like, yeah, you can only go that year. So it's gonna bring me Monday, June 24th. Let's do Tuesday, June 11th, 9:30. Let's do 9 a.m. There we go. So I'm gonna do tomorrow at 9 a.m. And also the fact that you can send messages via satellite. There's some extra features, like you can react with any emojis, and there's revamp tapbacks, and it's the reactions you can apply to incoming messages with colorful icons and whatnot. But you can reply back with any emojis. I guess a lot of people will enjoy that. And also you have to have the correct iPhone or the eligible iPhone for sending messages via satellite. So just be sure you do keep that in mind. Next up is Mail, but for me, I don't have the updated Mail redesign. I didn't have it on my 15 Pro Max. I don't have it on this either. I don't know why. But yeah, you're supposed to get a visual redesign, new categorization feature, which automatically sorts incoming email in different categories depending on the content. There's also access to dedicated tabs for promotions, transactions, and updates. But Photos also does get a little bit of a redesign. I'm not going to go straight into detail and showcase everything on my phone, but it is a little bit different. And let's say I click on this, you can also see that the viewing is also a little bit different as well. Again, iPad Mini 6 rocking iPad OS, and that also gets that new customization feature. So that's really cool to see. But you're going to get some visual differences. And in fact, this iOS 18, like this colorful icons thing, already gives that visual difference. Now, Apple Intelligence is only available on devices with like M1 and newer, as well as A17 Pro, so iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, and then like iPads and whatnot. It's not going to be available on the iPhone 13 mini. So that new whole Siri demonstration where Siri gets revamped is also going to be available on the 15 Pros and newer, probably with the 16s as well. So you're not going to be getting it on the iPhone 13 mini. But nonetheless, right now, this iOS 18 developer beta feels pretty smooth, not too bad. If there are any bugs, I will be reporting them. I will be writing them down and keeping note. But I'm super excited for what's to come with the iPhone 16 series. And this update just makes me want an makes me want an iPad Mini Pro more, but also makes me want iPhone Mini Pro more than ever. And I know it's probably not ever going to happen, but only one can dream, right? Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot and will help push my content out to more people. That's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.